increasing human population. Having one's own house is a matter of pride. Many times, the desire to build a house becomes an addiction, under the grip of which most people ruin their lives. So, is it really an honor to build one's own house, or is it a well-planned conspiracy of someone? To understand this, let us go towards this beautiful story. Vinay lived in a rented house in the city with his wife and 2 children. He was working as a clerk in a private company. After working for many years, Vinay had saved some money with which he wanted to buy his own house. One day Vinay goes to see a house with his wife and children. He likes the house very much, but after hearing the price of the house, he refuses. In fact, the price of the house was double what he could afford. But still his wife encouraged him and asked him to buy this house. Vinay buys the same house by taking a bank loan for the happiness of his wife and children. As soon as he buys a house, Vinay's status increases in his family and society. Gradually, Vinay started becoming proud of his house, and now he had learned to walk with pride. But within a few months, Vinay's happiness started turning into sadness. Due to the loan taken on interest, half of Vinay's salary was deducted. Initially, Vinay did not care about this. But as the expenses started increasing, he started worrying about his financial condition. Still, Vinay was running his household by manipulation. But one day suddenly Vinay's younger son's health deteriorates, due to which he gets scared and runs to the hospital with his son. During treatment in the hospital, it is revealed that the child has cancer and it is very important to operate it, otherwise his life may be in danger. Upon hearing from the doctors, Vinay and his wife become nervous. Vinay's heart starts beating faster because he is already in debt to the bank. So how will he arrange for so much money for the treatment of the child? Vinay was not able to understand anything. His wife consoled him and asked, "Won't your company help us?" Vinay said, "We have already taken the loan. The bank will not give us loan again." Having said this, Vinay reaches out to some of his friends and relatives for help. But there too he is disappointed. Vinay was badly broken. He was not able to understand what he should do to get rid of all the troubles. While walking on the road, suddenly he feels thirsty, and then his eyes fall on a foreign family in which a husband, wife and their son were traveling by bicycle. He gives them his hand and asks them to stop. On getting Vinay's signal, the foreign family stops. Vinay asks them for water. He immediately gives water to Vinay. The foreign family had been traveling to many countries for a long time, hence they knew many languages. During the conversation, Vinay came to know that this person has sold all his property and is traveling to all the countries with his family. Chaos ensues because he considered it a matter of great pride to have his own house. Vinay feels, how can one be happy after selling everything he owns? Seeing the expression on Vinay's face, the foreign man could clearly see the confusion going on in his mind. To calm Vinay's troubled mind, the man said to Vinay, "I believe that the whole world is my home. Then, how can I alienate such a huge earth by asserting my authority over any one corner? Today I can live in any corner of the world without any worries. But if I had my own house, perhaps I would have to take care of it. For this, one has to worry more." Then Vinay stopped them and said, "So what, don't we build our own house?" Then the man said, "Even animals and birds make houses, but they do not depend on them for their whole life because freedom of every living being is their ultimate goal. Then why should life be lived by following unnecessary bondages? Any means in this world is good for you as long as you use it. But when you start using it in accordance with that means, if you accept the responsibility of taking care of him, how will you know the importance of life?" Vinay was listening very attentively to the foreigner's words. Suddenly impressed by his words, he asked, "So what should we choose in such a situation?" The foreigner said smilingly, "One should give up everything for which one has to spend one's life as a slave to pay its price. Otherwise, your life will become a burden and your real existence will vanish in the slavery of the world." Vinay was unable to understand the person's words completely, hence, he starts telling him the problems of his life. He immediately tells her, "You should sell your house." On hearing this, Vinay gets angry and says, "My feelings are attached to my house. My wife and children have spent time there. Then how can I leave that house?" Then, he said smilingly, "Just like one day you will leave this world." Vinay's mouth shuts due to this. Putting forward his point, the foreign person says, You have to understand that to run the world economy, it is very important to change the social thinking and under this plan. Through big institutions like banks, through the media, this feeling has been inculcated in the mind that it is a matter of honor to have one's own house, and we have mentally accepted this as truth. Which may or may not bring happiness in your life. But the banks have made you their slave through loans. Definitely made it. Just what then? Vinay realizes that home is the root of his troubles. If he had not been burdened with so much debt, then what a big deal it would have been to get his son treated. As soon as Vinay returned, he sold his house, and after getting his son treated, started living in a rented house again. This incident taught Vinay that resources are for traveling, not to make a destination, and with this story ends. For such interesting stories, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon, like, share and comment. And do tell us in the comments how you like the video. Thank you for watching this video.